Hello everyone. Today we are here with Andrew from Celonis. Could you tell us about yourself and your company and what kind of solutions you are providing?
Yeah, absolutely. I work for Celonis. Celonis is a technology company that works with some of the largest companies in the world to optimize process. And really, what we try to do is make processes work, for everyone, people, the planet,
Right.
and our partners. Right.
Celonis has developed tools like end-to-end lead times app to enhance supply chain efficiency. How does the application help organization identify bottlenecks and improve their lead times?
Yeah, absolutely. So the way Celonis works is we take in data from all of the systems that run a supply chain.
Right.
And what that means is you get a sort of X-ray of your supply chain where inefficiencies are surfaced to you. And you can then take action with something like the end-to-end lead times app in order to fix inefficiencies. So it kind of depends on what you're looking to fix, but the end-to-end lead times app has helped some of our largest customers to remove excess stock, to improve the throughput time of their production, and generally take out cost of their process.
With companies like Mars utilizing Celonis AI capabilities to optimize logistics, such as consolidating truckloads, how does Celonis AI-driven approach reduce manual efforts and enhance operational efficiency?
When you think about AI, right, the AI is only as good as the context you give it about your business. And if you had the best consultant in the world and you asked them to give you recommendations without letting them see your data, speak to your people, or understand your business, they'll only give you a generic answer, right? So to improve your supply chain, reduce lead times or reduce cost. Whereas if you give it the context from the process, as well as the business context from your organization, all of a sudden the AI has everything it needs to give you really powerful, actionable recommendations to drive value in the supply chain. And that's what some of our biggest customers are doing, including Mars, like you
Right.
mentioned.
Could you tell us more about what kind of other customers you have?
Yeah, absolutely. So the beautiful thing about Celonis is it's not industry specific. So we work with many of the largest kind of oil and gas, chemicals companies, energy, which is obviously relevant for today, but also things like the public sector, healthcare, and a number of other industries. So we're not industry specific, and in France, not even process specific.
The company has introduced a sustainability app in collaboration with partners like Climatic and EcoVadis.
Yeah,
Right.
correct.
So, how do these applications assist companies in reducing carbon emissions?
When it comes to sustainability, it's no different to your traditional cost optimization in the sense that all of the data still lives in your systems, in your supply chain. It's just a different lens or focus. So, through partnerships with EcoVadis or Climatic or, whoever it might be, we are able to get at this sustainability data to give a visibility that wasn't previously possible before, and even actions to fix these things in a place, supply chain, which is one of the leading causes of emissions, for example.
So, you talked about you're also offering solutions to healthcare sector.
Yeah.
Like, how has Celonis process mining technology contributed to operational improvements such as reducing patient waiting time?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a project that I'm particularly proud of because I was part of it as well, in person. And so this was with so one of the things that we see is with the National Health Service in the United Kingdom. And the problem they have is an ever expanding backlog of patients. And what they were finding was, patients would be on these waiting lists, even though there were slots available that were going to waste because of inefficiency or lack of communication between the systems, the teams, the departments. And where Celonis was able to help is we identified a lot of these appointments were actually going to waste when they could have gone to someone in need at the time. And by making some slight tweaks to the way they communicate with patients, those waiting list reductions started almost immediately, and to this day have contributed quite significantly to the actual backlog reduction. So we're very proud of that one.
The partnership between Celonis and Project 44
Yep.
aims to enhance supply chain visibility. How does this collaboration provide real-time insights and aid in proactive decision making for the global supply chain?
We have a number of partners, both kind of more on the consulting side, but also on the technology side. And Project 44 is one that's extremely exciting, specifically because they bring a whole host of not only capability, but understanding about the kind of supply chain space, specifically within logistics and transportation. So that's one of many that we're particularly excited about as well.
So looking ahead, what are some of the upcoming innovations or development that Celonis is focusing on to further enhance supply chain management and process optimization?
I think two of the biggest kind of areas for Celonis's improvement, and we've got some very exciting things in the pipeline, are AI and supply chain broadly. So on the AI piece, it's really kind of bringing these solutions in order to really drive value in kind of supply chain, but also logistics and transportation and so on. And on the supply chain side, it's really providing a wealth of use cases and operationalizable actions to start and keep driving that supply chain kind of improvement. Because as we know these days, AI and supply chain are two things which are absolutely top of mind
Right.
for everyone.
So like, are you also into like a partnership with any aviation airlines?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, there's a handful of transportation customers that we work with. One of the interesting ones that we actually talked about today was Lufthansa Group, who are doing some really interesting work, not only in their kind of shared services, which has a high financial return,
Right.
but also baggage operations and ground operations
Cargo.
in order to increase the
Right.
turnaround time of airplanes, right? So hopefully everyone flying Lufthansa now, thanks to Celonis and Lufthansa's work, will have a slightly less waiting time on some of their operations.
That is all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much
No
for
problem.
speaking with us. Thank you.